I ain't leaving the bazaar today. The wind's blowing from the east. That's a bad Pilgrim, take my advice. Leave this city before you get trapped here. Trust me, people will always complain. We're alive, and that's what counts.
Soldiers took my brother's life during the March massacre 12 years ago. I'm never trusting a uniform ever again.
Kids shouldn't be learning. You don't strike me as the studious type, pal.
What's going on here?
Hello, I'm Henkel. This student here was curious about my lesson today, about when the guns were confiscated in Villador, and what happened afterwards. He wants to light a candle on the site of the March massacre.
The March massacre?
Yes. 64 people died that day. Gunned down like sitting ducks. If you want to know more, you should go and see for yourself.
Why can't he?
No one can leave the building while school is in session. Children shouldn't walk around the bazaar on their own.
I thought you'd be more worried about them falling into a dark zone.
Oh, kids nowadays are too smart to fall into a silly hole. Anyway, could you light a candle for him, young man? You might learn something yourself.
Sure, though I was pretty lousy at history.
History is boring when someone tells you about it. It starts being fascinating when you can touch it.
Touch it?
Yes. Take this candle and go to the monument of the World Art Congress. Or what's left of it. It's close by. Contact me when you get there. You'll see what my lesson was about today.
I wish I had some tomatoes or garlic.
Don't remember if I... Catch me if you can! This is nothing! My family's mail has finally arrived.
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container nearby.
Hey, Henkel, I'm at the monument. You were right. Not much left of it.
Good. Look closely. There is much more to it than meets the eye.
Inhibitor container detected.
There's a plaque here. Oof, a lot of names on it. Are those the victims of a massacre?
Yes, 64 names. Things was starting to get pretty bad outside the walls around then, and the army needed more weapons. So they confiscated the civilians' weapons. Private ownership of any sort of firearm and its ammunition was forbidden thereafter.
What happened here?
That is where the riots started. People were terrified. How could they protect themselves and their families? There was massive unrest. So, a curfew was put in place, and homes were raided to ensure no one was hiding any weapons. Punishment for those who didn't comply was quite severe.
Shots were fired.
The army started shooting at people. Panic broke out. And of course, things only got worse. The riots escalated. It was the beginning of the end. Light the candle.
Inhibitor container detected.
So you're saying that Pratt made a bad call, taking people's guns away?
Hard to know for sure, but it didn't end well for anyone. In fact, the main irony is that the army soon ran out of ammunition. And just like that, firearms became obsolete. At least, that's what's generally believed to have happened. Now, you'll hear some folks claim that Pratt kept a secret stash of ammunition somewhere in the city. But if so, he took that secret to the grave. So I guess we'll never really know. And that's the thing about history. We rarely ever really know. It's not a hard science. History is fragile as the passing of time. It takes the vigilance of people like myself to make sure it's not rewritten to suit the whim of each new generation's self-righteous fight. The duty of remembrance. Everyone should practice it. Farewell now, Pilgrim. I hope this little trip down memory lane has illuminated your path.
Is this for real? Don't move! Just walk away. Take this!
Inhibitor container detected.
Leave me alone! I didn't do anything!
Peekaboo.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah!
Don't worry, I only just joined.
Surprise, assholes!
Let me go!
Look out there!
Let me go, or you're some of this. Kill that son of a bitch. Choke up! Get him! You want some?
Such hate for PKs.
What just went boom?
Take advantage of that. Anders had a plan. What plan?
Inhibitor container detected.
Horseshoe. They were like 80 years old. They were still in love.
Hey there. Rehearsing for the big night?
Where did you come from, handsome?
I heard you, singing.
Don't lie to Lola, sweet cheeks. Bet you thought someone was strangling a cat.
Not at all. I...
See this neck? You shouldn't be able to. Usually, it's wrapped in the softest, most rare of mink stoles. Lola was the grand dame of the bazaar. But until reunited with her beloved mink stole, she is unfit to perform. But how will Lola dazzle anyone without her beloved mink stole? Without it, I can't hit the high notes. And you don't see mink scampering about everywhere, do you?
where is it?
Earlier, a strong gust of wind ripped it from Lola's tender throat and carried it away. I saw it flapping from the scaffolding near the GRE quarantine, at the intersection of Market and Horseshoe. Lola is powerless to retrieve it.
I could.
Would you? Lola could return to the bazaar to entertain, not frighten children like a lurking screamer.
Well, we can't have that.
No, indeed. Thank you, my knight in shining... whatever it is that you're wearing. I shall await you at the bazaar. Hurry, my fans await. How do I do this?
Inhibitor container nearby.
Never mind.
My grandmother would put chestnuts under her mattress.
So the windmill's not fully stuffed.
Is that a joke?
Even if it's true, it's so wonderful.
Doubt it. Grandmother didn't have a sense of humor.
We have no other choice.
What is variety? Dude! I saw you climbing up that thing! You got the move, man!
Howdy. It's nice to see a new face.
Hakon.
You're a better climber than one crazy girl I used to know. She was something. She even wanted to climb the tallest building in the city, the VNC Tower.
Was she one of your wives?
Almost. Too hot-tempered, even for my tastes.
What about this passage to the center?
Right. Look, from this roof you can clearly see the Peacekeeper's base.
Wait, you brought me here to take a look at the Peacekeepers?
The PK are your ticket to the center. I told you the only way to get there is through the metro tunnels. I'll go inside and draw their attention away from the platform. Then you enter the metro technical station. There's an airlock there. We'll take it together to the central loop.
We can't just ask them to let me through?
No chance. Right now, each new face they see belongs to a suspect in their commander's murder. They know me. I trade with them sometimes. I deliver lamps from the girls, or goods from dark zones. There might be a few infected there. Nothing a pilgrim can't handle, though. When you get to the main station, let me know. Now you better get some sleep. You'll head out at night, when there's less infected in the tunnels.
creature I haven't seen before.
What does it look like?
Not a big one. Extremely fast.
Probably a bolter. You can find some interesting stuff on them. But catching one requires serious hunting skills. Now is not the best time for this, Aiden. Head for the tunnels.
I'm in the tunnel.
Okay. Now watch out for the infected. There might be a few, or a few dozen. I'm already in the PK base. I'll throw a UV flare through the vent, and you'll see how to get to the main station.
Hack on. I got to the flare.
Look around. The technical tunnel to the main station should be well lit. I've already lured the guards upstairs. I'll chat them up while you get inside.
Oh, shit! Back on. The situation here. Back on.
Never mind then. Bye.
Hakon, I'm inside.
5 packs. Think about it, and I'll be right back.
I'm on the platform.
Open the airlock. I'll be there in a second.
Damn.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Where did he come from?
He was wandering through the tunnels. Fucking bizarre riffraff.
More like a renegade spy.
Doesn't look like a renegade.
He's awake. What were you doing at our base?
I'm only trying to get to the city center.
The center? The tunnel's gonna be closed until you hand over Lucas's killers. Bizarre scum. How is it that you lot saw nothing, heard nothing, and you managed to forget about the ban on passage? Maybe we'll start punishing you by cutting off your hands. That would improve your memory, huh? What were you doing 4 days ago?
I'm a pilgrim. 4 days ago, I was 100 kilometers away.
Enough, Anderson. We need the truth, and you won't get it through coercion.
But Commander Lucas always
Lucas is
said...
dead, and now I'm in command. You've read the reports? A pilgrim appeared in the bazaar yesterday. Looks like he's not lying. Leave us, Sergeant. I want to talk to him alone. Where did you come from?
From Crossdale River.
That's over 1,500 kilometers from here.
It's actually more than 2,000. The freeway bridge has collapsed. There are no straight paths.
And you managed to make it so far away. Impressive. What's it like out there these days?
When was the last time you were out of the city?
About 15 years ago.
And then there are that many fewer survivors. And that many more infected.
Stands to reason. Most people endure living in this hellhole because what's out there's got to be so much worse. My wife and I lived in England. I had 2 sisters, 2 brothers. Haven't heard from them for 10 years.
Where did they live?
In and around London.
From what I've been told, London doesn't exist. There may be 4 settlements left on the entire island.
Fucking hell.
Why would anyone think I killed your commander?
You tried to escape to the Central Loop 4 days after the murder. Besides, if I were Carl, I'd hire a stranger to kill Lucas too. It's the cleanest way.
Well, I don't know who Carl is.
You'll find out soon enough. Carl keeps both hands on the steering wheel. He's a faux sanctimonious prick who's turning the entire bazaar against us, even though we protect them.
What's it like outside the walls? You never know where danger's gonna come from. Always new territories, new threats.
And you came here to take shelter?
I came here because I'm looking for someone. And a lot of people are said to have survived in Villador.
You're looking for someone? Maybe I can help you, but not for free.
I'm used to trading. What do you need?
No nonsense. That's good. The tunnel will be closed until I find our commander's murderer, Commander Lucas. His body was found in the bazaar, horribly mutilated. The people of the bazaar aren't making this easy. They're proud and loyal. They refuse to turn anyone in. But command has lost its patience. I have orders from the top, Pilgrim. If the inhabitants of Old Villador continue to revolt, our army will come here and burn the bazaar to the ground. Now, I'd rather avoid that.
What do you need from me?
Lucas had a weapon. A rare set of brass knuckles called the Lazarus. This is the key to finding the killer. If you learn anything about the Lazarus, tell me, and I will most certainly return the favor. It's worth a lot, and we didn't find it on his body. I think someone from the bazaar may have appropriated it.
And why should I work with you? You attacked me and accused me of murder with no proof whatsoever.
Our mistake. You're clearly not the murderer.
Why can't you investigate on your own? I hardly know anyone here.
That's exactly why you can help me. Nobody will talk to us. To them, we're occupiers. The fact that we clear the streets of the infected and catch criminals doesn't matter. What matters is that we eat their food and drink their water. But you're a pilgrim. There are many ways you can help people. And you're from the outside. They can trust you.
They tried to kill me.
Nah, look. We are your only chance. If you want to get to the center, that is. So, will you help me?
So if I find that weapon, you'll let me through to the center?
It's not that easy. Villador suffered much. First, it was isolated from the outside world because of infection. Then the walls became its salvation. But people here learned not to trust easily. I won't open the passage until I've caught the killer. But if you can find the Lazarus, I'll remember that. You'll be the first one through, once justice is done.
Sounds as if I have no other choice. I'll try.
Look around. Ask people. And don't come back empty-handed. Good luck.